In this video, I'll be exposing his 100k finesse that was executed at the perfect time, real estate and Airbnb portfolio. I will also expose his one secret strategy that he used that probably 10x his revenue, and his multitude of methods that will probably allow him to save up to $160,000 in taxes. I'll also show you how to use all of these financial finesses, whether it be the Airbnb, the taxes, anything that he does, in order you can use it in your own life in this video. First, let's get into his stock investment strategy. Agent loves to invest into bonds and ETFs that will give him a steady growth of 7 to 10%.
Just safely put it in index funds that have been trending up for the last little while, that are diversified across plenty of different stocks. Maybe throw some bonds in there, a little bit of real estate in there, and then boom, you got yourself a safe, low investment portfolio netting about 10% a year.
I can tell he's a conservative investor that likes steady growth over time with minimum risk as possible. Investing into bonds and ETFs is a great way to do that. ETF that I would recommend is VU, the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. It's been up 22% in the last year. And if you would love to become a millionaire investing in stocks, check my description for 2 free stocks on a trading platform called Webull.
I just invest in like index funds I think is gonna be massive in the future, or that have proved steady growth. Am I boring?
Yes.
Be aggressive in my approach. Like, I just spent a lot of money on crypto today, but that's on crypto that I think can be massive 5-10 years from now, not necessarily on the speculation of what it could be in a week.
Anyways, Agent has stated that he's put $30,000 into crypto.
And kind of like taking the most conservative, low risk approach to investing, but that hasn't been working for me. I just dropped like 30,000 on crypto.
I'm sure he has invested into the top 2 cryptocurrencies called Bitcoin and Ethereum. At the time of that recording, Ethereum traded around $1,300 and now has grown up to $3,300, making Agent get a 170% return on his investment. As far as Bitcoin, it has gained him a massive amount of 18% on his investment. He has also mentioned that he invested into Dogecoin and another coin called XRP.
I invested in Ripple years ago and then it dipped and I was like, damn, I guess I'm gonna hold. And then I logged into my brokerage account today and they took Ripple off the market because it had like a lawsuit from the SEC or some shit like that. That's tough for me.
Not enough for all those numbers. Get into Agent 00 Airbnb real estate portfolio. And also there's one secret method that 10x's revenue that not many Airbnb owners know about. Now, we're not going to get into his personal real estate, but he has a rental portfolio of $675,000 for 2 houses, but his first Airbnb was not easy.
Didn't expect so many things to go wrong. I'm not gonna lie to you. One of the TVs we got broke, so we had to return that one. And then our first guest appeared. And the goddamn AC unit just went kaploof. Oh man, it was burning in the house. Eventually, we found someone to come out same day. But it cost a lot of money. The first guest arrived. Were we ready? No. The shower curtain wasn't long enough, so like water would pour down and hit the floor. Or like we didn't have enough towels. Quickly had to learn the way that I live and the stuff I care about is not gonna be the same stuff that guests care about and the way the guests live. I was like, there's no way that this can get any worse. Guys, I was wrong. I was very wrong. In the midst of their stay, not only was there a leak in the sink, a chair broke, a bed frame broke, and a bat infiltrated the house and was holding everybody hostage in one of the rooms.
After finding loose, everything started running smoothly and he began to list his Airbnb for
$150 a night. Research, I found out that there's like this thing called variable pricing, where depending on the demand of the house, it'll automatically adjust the rate. And people were booking, man, every weekend, boom, boom, boom. And so I upped the price from $150 to like $220. I called Ben. Ben is like, yeah, that's too low, my guy. I upped it to $255. People are still booking. I said, what's going on right now? $285. People are still booking. I upped weekends to $300. People are still booking.
I don't think many people acknowledge that an extra $200, $300 a day can bring in a lot of great income, especially when it's passive and he can order cleaners that can do all that work for him. Plus, if he's just getting $300 a day bookings just for the weekend, that could gain him $46,000 a year. Now, that's just only on the weekends. Imagine if he's doing it for the whole week and getting booked out for months. I'm gonna expose this one method for Airbnb owners that probably 10x his revenue.
This is actually kind of dope. You can put a lot of beds in here. I already know.
There's no f***ing way, Ben! 1 bed, 2 beds, 3 beds, a 4th bed. Yeah!
Now, having multiple beds in one bedroom or multiple bedrooms is a great way to make more money on Airbnb and be able to increase your price. Let's say there's a family that want to go on vacation and they have some kids. They have no problem sharing a room. So therefore, you could put like 10 guests, or you could put 10 beds, but only have like 6 bedrooms. So you could like have a bunch of bedrooms with like 2 beds. Therefore, you're gonna get more bookings. You're gonna be able to increase the price because you're gonna be able to say more beds and more guests that can be in the house. And that's a great way in order to increase your revenue on Airbnb. Think about it. Most of the time people book at Airbnb, it's for a vacation. So therefore, they're gonna have guests. They're gonna have family. They're gonna have kids that have no problem being in the same room for like a couple of days. And with that place that he had, that little attic in the top, that is perfect. It's all the way in the top. Mad kids could be there. He could put like, he could put mad beds in there. I ain't gonna lie, like crazy. Now that we've discussed his stock investment strategy, his crypto investment, and his Airbnb portfolio, let's get into the last section of this video of how he finessed $100,000 and how he's probably gonna save up to $160,000 from last year in taxes. So now let's get into his biggest finesse, the 100k finesse. That is his Ram TRX. Now, not many people know, because he has I think he has a C Corp or an S Corp, he could write things off as a business expense. Now, because the Ram TRX is over a certain amount of weight, he could use that as a full 100% write-off, meaning he could write off a whole $100,000 from his taxes. He doesn't even have to pay it off cash. It still can be a write-off. And executed that perfectly because 2021 was the last year where you could write off a vehicle over a certain weight for 100%. So he ran off with $100,000 and saved it in taxes. Another tax advantage that he has is he sold he sold his Audi to the A&P LLC.
If you're wondering where the Range Rover is, I sold the Range Rover to A&P. It's like A&P's company car now.
So therefore, the A&P LLC can use that as a write-off. Another one that he did is that he is under a C Corp or an S Corp, so therefore he pays himself a salary. He can use that as a write-off and save that money on taxes. I don't know how much he uses as a write-off for his own salary. Another one that he has, he can rent out his own space for meetings. I think he said he does it, and I know you can do that. You can literally lease out like your house to your business for like a certain amount of money a day and use that as a business expense and write that off in his taxes. So he could say, man, I'm leasing out an A&P house for like $200 a day for meetings and stuff like that. He do about 3 days in meetings, like just like that. He just wrote off $600 in taxes. And imagine how much meetings he do, or how much he can write off on taxes and save money. The last tax advantage that I know he has is office space. I think you could write off a certain amount of square foot in your office space and use that as a write-off. So that's like 3-4 write-offs that he has. Like, I know he has like a CPA that he talks to, and they doing pretty good. And yeah, I'm pretty sure he's saving up at least 6 figures in taxes with all these tax advantages that I discussed just now. But yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. My name is V-Dunk. If you don't know who I am, I have a community of the Jumper Boys, like-minded men and women that wants to progress mentally, spiritually, and financially. And if you're on the journey of becoming the best you possibly can be, and you want to become a future millionaire with the Jumper Boys, the easiest way to join is to subscribe, like, and do whatever way you can to support